Hi, you guys. Welcome to the Get It Done podcast with Erin. The podcast, I feel like I'm so close. The podcast where I talk to business owners about their business, allowing them to share their business, allowing them to share their journey. I get to talk to a lot of different people. I am an esthetician. I service a lot of people. What I've come to find is that once people are comfortable with, being in my presence, they share. They share basically everything. Um, Somehow the conversation leads to business because I just want to talk about business all day. But somehow the conversation leads to business, and we get to why they aren't doing the thing. Most people want to do something that has to do with business, whether it's a part-time business, a full-time business, figuring out a way to design their business in whatever idea that they have. But the reason that they're not doing it is because it all boils down to them being scared, fear. So I'm here. The idea was created because of the amounts of people that I work with that are just scared to do the thing. So hopefully something that is said within this podcast can inspire somebody to get over their fear of fear and just get the thing done. So for the most part, I'm talking to people that I've never talked to before. I don't know them. This looks so weird. I've never met or had conversations with half of the people, majority of the people that I have interviewed on the podcast. So I just get up here and I just talk to people and ask them about their business. So today, I am going to add today's guest and allow her. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I've never been on a podcast. I'm a little nervous.
It's okay. I've never done a podcast, so so I'll just allow you to but I do want you to be completely comfortable. It is basically just a conversation about what it is that you have going on with your business and your journey throughout entrepreneurship. But I'll just allow you to introduce yourself and let us know about your business.
Okay. Antonia Faneite-White. I am the CEO of Antonia's Accommodations, and it's basically a rental arbitrage business. A lot of people aren't sure what that is, but I lease homes and then I rent them out on Airbnb.
Oh, nice.
All of the booking sites. I have my own direct booking site, to bypass all of the third parties. And, I'm trying to move into corporate housing. So
I love that.
This is my baby crawl. Like I literally just started. I'm actually in the second house that I have, staging it so I can list it this weekend.
Well, congratulations in starting. How long has it been?
So since I've been doing the business,
Mm-hmm.
so I LLC in October of 2023, but I had funded. I literally got my funding the end of February.
Oh, so you're just getting started.
Yes, I got my first.
How exciting.
Yes, my house came the first week in March. And it was a landlord who literally just got tired of doing the
landlording.
Well, he was doing Airbnb, which requires more than landlord. He was a real estate broker himself. So he just got tired of driving 3 hours to, clean, because maid service isn't always reliable, or, sometimes they steal. So we got to get in there and do it ourselves. So I have our own team. And he just got tired. So I took over the management of his Airbnb. So I haven't done anything. I'm not even available to rent until May. So he's booked up through April. So I have to go in there in like one day, give him my je ne sais quoi, and then, list it.
Nice.
It's scary, but.
What are you scared of?
Well,
what's the scary part? I'll say that.
The part is I have to make 2 rents. Well, not aside from my own mortgage, my business pays the rent for these houses every month.
Yeah.
So, I have to make sure that I profit off of that too.
You have to bring in some income.
Yes.
Yeah.
Airbnb business is out there. It's definitely out there. So there's definitely money to be made. There's a lot of different ways to go about it. Some people who don't really have funding, can partnership with landlords who are interested in doing Airbnb but don't know the details of it. And then they pretty much just get a percentage of everything that's brought in over whatever their mortgage or their rent is, and then they split it. But
Yeah.
that's no money up front. I don't really want to share my profits.
I don't talk numbers, especially. I wouldn't. I was just thinking about that earlier today, like, because sometimes people ask, and I don't talk numbers.
Yeah, because like I said, I just started. I have to. I'm staging my house to list it, which means that it's the beginning of everything. But when I mean like I don't want to share my profits, I'd
Oh,
rather
you don't want to give them to anybody else.
buy to the landlord.
Same.
And then if I rent the house for 4,000 and I make 12, I want to keep that extra. I don't want to
Right.
take 4 and then we'll split the rest. That to me is going to be a slower crawl. So if you can get your own funding, to start.
Yeah.
That's what I would suggest. I think another thing I do differently is I'm not a salesperson, so I don't talk to landlords about this whole business. I have property finders that do that all day, and we have a negotiated fee per house that I pay them when they find a house for me. Um, I can't do the no's. I have hypertension. I get stressed out.
Oh, how funny. I think that I mean, but I won't even go into that. So how'd you find the people to do the
Let me tell you,
field
Facebook,
work?
all the groups. So there are groups about this business all over Facebook, and I'm talking 50 to 100,000 members in each group. So
Nice.
that's when I started realizing there were people that were just saying, house in Florida, this is the rent, this is how much you can make in a profit, because there's a research analysis that we have to do. It's not just one of those things where a landlord says, you know what, I want to Airbnb my house, and we jumping on it, because it has to be licensed and zoned, and it has to be profitable. So there's actually a whole website that does nothing but pay attention to what Airbnb is doing all
I
around.
love that.
Yeah, so that you know what area you're getting into, whether or not it's lucrative. I wanted Yucca Valley because people seem to love Joshua Tree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. It's nice there. I've never been, but I do follow a couple. They found this old ran down. It was just horrible. I've been following them since the beginning, but they found this old raggedy motel. They bought it and they completely just gutted it out, and like, well, they kept some little, I guess, the little charm of it. Um, but they gutted it out and I mean, when I say it's beautiful, it is beautiful. It's so nice, but they Airbnb it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd probably be the Airbnb Lux if they got a whole hotel and they're doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a little small boutique motel. But they just I mean, it still has the charm and feel of the desert, but you can tell that it's more modern.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I do differently than other hosts is I partnered with a local catering company. That's dinner when you check in. I don't know if you've ever traveled,
Oh, like the what are they called? The bed and breakfast is kind of.
except it's dinner time. Yes.
Yeah, nice.
So much later, and most people are traveling, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Good
I
idea.
I've gotten to my Airbnb and looked, and I'm a very picky eater. Looked at Grubhub like,
There's nothing to eat here.
so be able to at least, offer stacking. Everybody likes something free. I mean, it's just the way of the world. So
Yeah.
can, kind of give back. It definitely helps because,
Yeah.
hundreds of little houses out here in Yucca Valley. So what's going to set me apart, right?
Where's Yucca Valley? Is that near Joshua Tree?
It's the entrance to Joshua Tree. So
Oh, okay.
5 miles away.
Oh,
Um,
not bad.
no, it's not bad. It's a national forest. So
And you live there?
no, no,
Oh, okay.
no, it's about an hour. It's an hour east of me.
Okay.
I'm here because I'm staging it. So
Okay.
there was nothing here. it was just empty. So I have the bedrooms almost finished, the living room. I got a couple of decor things that I need to put up. And hopefully by Friday I could just go back home. Kind of been put on hold. We bought because I have a day job. That's the first thing. Don't quit your day job. My laptop over here, I literally work till 2:30, and then that's why it's taking me all week because I only
you still working.
And by 8:30, I'm still tired because I get up in the morning. So, it's just a little bit every day. And then I'll go back home this weekend, see my family.
Nice.
So from there, it'd be set up. The locks, the camera set up. Everything is in the house and ready to be Airbnb.
Nice. I love that. What got you into, where'd the idea for you to do Airbnb come from?
TikTok.
TikTok taught me.
Because I've always wanted to do something in real estate, and I had been thinking about Airbnb for a while. Then I kept seeing the B&B formula. Now, if you've ever been on TikTok and you see the B&B formula, that is where it started.
Okay.
And I got the little free book, and then it evolved from there. It was, for me, and I lost my job. God took the wheel of my life in the last year. So he literally.
Amen to that. We're grateful for that, right?
Yeah. My job of 8 years, I lost it. But they gave me this huge severance package. So that's what I started my business. And now, just when I was getting my funding, I got hired for a new job. So
nice.
Something that I was supposed to do, but I would have never left my job to do it.
Yeah.
Even though I kept thinking about it. So yeah, I would see.
Did you love your job? Is that why you would have never left?
No, I like having a roof over my head.
Oh, you like the security of it.
Yes. The funny thing is I love my job. I didn't like the politics of it anymore. It's just, the micromanage. It had really gotten to the point where it's giving me headaches. So I ended up, after starting my business, getting funding, the day I signed papers to get my funding, I got hired to do the same job.
How funny.
But with nicer people.
The same company?
No, different company.
Oh, different company.
Systems, they called me a plug and play. No one had to train me. I just worked.
Yeah.
So it's, to me, and when I say that, because I've already gone viral on TikTok due to a personal situation. So I have a lot of followers due to that, but I can't talk about anything else. They don't want to know.
Who don't want to know?
TikTok. They kind of. So
what you mean you can't talk about anything else?
I can't. My dad was kidnapped by his wife, literally, and kept him from us for 7 years. So my whole TikTok is around that in the viral video. So when I even try and come in with anything,
you mean your numbers don't hit?
Well, they want to know what's going on, with my dad. Right now we're in court, but I can't say anything yet. Because she's shifty. She be moving from state to state. So I got to be quiet. So in between that time, they don't want to hear nothing else. The first thing I'm going to get is, what's the update on your dad? You got
to get creative with how you do it. Do a little intro, guess what, y'all, we waiting on blah blah blah, but guess what I'm doing in the meantime, and do a little view of the house. I started my Airbnb, and hopefully when I get my dad back, he's gonna come see it. He's gonna love this room, y'all. You gotta get creative with it.
Comes to stuff like that. So, but yeah,
you will be.
I'll have an update soon, so I'll kind of segue into it. Because like I said, I'm filing for guardianship. Once that's over, the drama's over.
Yeah.
So either you guys are going to watch what's going on in the rest of my life, or you're not. So, my life doesn't begin and end with, my dad's situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, making moves on the side. And he, like I said, this lady's been dodging us for 7 years. So even knowing where she is right now, God took the wheel.
As he always does.
Completely. So I keep getting these little signs, like getting my first house real quick, then getting my second house following. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm supposed to do this. So even though I'm always going to be scared and a little nervous, I'm moving.
It comes with it.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And I'm having, I didn't know I could decorate, but I'm learning how. Let's see.
Yes, let's see. Let's see what you got going on.
Okay, does this thing turn around? It's a mess in here.
It's okay. It's a progress.
Okay, let me see. It doesn't turn.
I like the lighting. Oh, you mean the actual podcast? Oh no, I don't think it'll let you flip the camera.
We're gonna turn it around, okay? So it's like I said, it's a mess. We still have boxes and stuff.
Okay. It looks like it's gonna be really cute once you get done.
It is.
Nice.
I'm hoping. I got some paintings to go up in here.
Nice.
Bathroom. It was a turnkey too. That's what I really liked about it. So this is bathroom number 1.
Cute.
It's 3 bedrooms. I'm gonna not hide. I'm gonna hide one because I'm living in it.
Okay. Cute.
Other one.
I love it.
And then the master bath.
Nice.
So just a little decor things. They're coming from Amazon, so they'll be here another day.
Nice. Well, how exciting that is. I know. How do you feel? Are you excited at least about everything?
I am, because I am not a decorator. So that's where I'm finding that I'm able to draw from some stuff, you know. And you know, I'm always gonna match colors. It's in my stars. I'm a Libra, so
everything has to flow.
Yeah. That part isn't too hard, but I definitely got some help in, you know, with the other stuff of walls. Because if you come to my house, it looks like an IKEA showroom.
Oh, how funny!
Like, nothing on the walls. Like I just don't have time to put things up. So I've had to find time now because nobody wants.
You have to do it.
Yes. So
yeah.
Taking me out of my comfort zone, but it's okay.
So, like hanging up TVs and stuff, are you doing that as well?
I am actually a Jackie of all trades. I do all the building. So
okay.
I still have to build a dining room table.
Nice.
Just have the chairs built, and I have to build 4 more nightstands. So.
Nice. I love that.
I got it right here, open.
I have a little toolkit. I'm so proud of my toolkit, but I still don't be doing what I'm doing. I could barely hang a picture on the wall.
Oh, I'm changing the lock to a keypad lock. You know.
Oh no, I can't even change the doorknob on the door. My light bulbs in my light in my room, the ceiling fans light, when it went out, I called my mom and asked her could she come over and change my light bulb because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It's just, I know, I just need a man. Like, where's my husband?
Say that, but my wife will get upset. I'm the husband.
Well, see, you're her person. I need my person. How funny. How exciting. Like, I am super excited for you. So far, what are you most proud of in the business? I mean, in the whole process of all this? I know it's still the beginning for you.
That I'm doing it. You know, I didn't stop. And then I thought it was funny because I said, if I would have gotten another job maybe 4 weeks earlier, I would have never funded. I would have probably never continued on with the business. So there's something that tells me I was supposed to do this.
So were you scared?
I was scared, but I did. The signs were there. You're supposed to do this. I couldn't. I mean, like I said, he made sure that I didn't have to pay myself out of my company because now I have a whole job doing that for me.
Yeah.
So where's the fear now? Because now I could just reinvest, you know? So where's the real harm?
Yeah.
Take care of my family and I can grow this, whether small or not.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'd like to have 10 houses by the end of the year, though.
That was the question. Like, okay, what's even not by the end of the year, like the end goal, like a week after retirement, or into your retirement, what does that look like for you in your mind?
Like what age would it be?
No, not what age, because that
okay.
could be tomorrow, really. Like
Um, I have
business wise.
never thought of retiring. I planned on working until I was 70. One of those type of people who needs to have 20 things going on in her head.
Me
But
too.
why I got into this business is that it's for the automation of it. And the time that I don't have to spend doing it.
Yes.
That's because if I get my dad, I can't spend all day working
Yeah.
on the clock. So that was really the goal for me, was I could do this. I could be home with him. He can go with me to see houses. You know, he's a character. So, yeah, it was more time. I work, 9 hours a day. So now I'm doing both of them. That's interesting because I like my sleep.
Ah.
I don't see much of it these days, but I'm still enjoying it. Like I was falling asleep before I got off work at 2:30 today, and I was like, oh my goodness, I got this podcast to do. I need to wake it up. So, who you reminded me of?
Baby Jesus. No, I don't know who.
Name. She was in the Robert Townsend show, but if you ever seen that movie Tap with Gregory Hines, she was his love interest in that. I can't think of her name, but you remind me of her.
My personality, or we look alike?
Yeah, you look.
My face. I've
Yeah.
never seen how people be like, you know who you like. When I see, like, I've never seen anyone that looks like me. Like, I don't even look like my family. It's the weirdest thing.
Look up
Tap.
and she's the only female lead in it. So
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I want to see her.
Name right now, but yeah, you do remind me of her.
How funny. How important do you think it is to build a personal brand? Or if you think it's important at all? Some people don't.
It is. I kind of, I wear a few hats, right?
Welcome to business, girl.
Before I started, I was already managing my grandson, who's a professional actor.
Nice.
And I was telling that he's 7, and I was explaining to him why it's important to get his name out now, because he wants to. He loves art. He loves to draw. And I was like, well, hopefully you're acting. Once you're branded, it's going to be that much easier to get your art out.
Yep.
Because it'll be connected to you, because you have so many talented people that are struggling. So because no one knows them. So yes.
Or because they're afraid to show people who they are, or in not even a huge portion of them, like they're just scared to like speak. And I'm like,
that's one thing I am not afraid of, is speak. I've never been one on camera, but I'm trying to evolve a little bit in my old age here. So
yeah, still here. Something I was gonna. So I think in that situation, I think we have to, because not everybody has to be on camera. Like, it just depends on our end goal. Like, what do we want on the end or the back end of this? Like, am I doing something that is getting me or pushing me forward to the goal? Because not everybody has to be on camera. Like, you can sell all these different ways, but it's not necessarily on camera. And I think everybody, or not everybody, a lot of people, they see that. They're like, I'm scared to get on camera. I don't like my voice. Like, that's the weirdest thing. People are like, I hate how I sound. And I'm like, girl, God gave you that voice. Like, how dare you? What if you couldn't talk? So, yes, but kudos to you in like putting that into your baby, your grandson, because that's where it starts. Like, the fear of things, it really starts when they're little kids.
A lot of he's very strong. People always tell me, why don't you just let him be a kid? And I'm like, what is
he
it?
is a kid. You can't avoid that.
As fun, he's a kid, but he's structured. I introduced him. He's bilingual.
Nice.
He plays piano. He dances hip hop. He loves the arts, anything creative.
Yeah.
So he doesn't play football. He doesn't play basketball. He's not a kid. So, and he's very reserved. He's being raised by grandparents, and we made our mistakes the first time.
Yeah.
It's help, because you don't find out until your kids are grown the mistakes that you made
Or who they turn out to be. Yeah.
Well, they tell you, like my youngest daughter, she's 25, she's amazing, graduated college, and she says, Mom, I was always wondering why you were so mean to me. And was I?
You thought you were doing the best you could do as a mom.
Well, I was a little tougher on her because she's a pleaser. She's a people pleaser. And I know that there's just people out there that don't deserve it.
Yeah. So, they take advantage.
Yes, and it did make her mentally stronger. So she understands it now, but I didn't really feel that overt with it. Just a little bit extra, like not everyone is yummy and sweet like you think they are. And I always have this in my mind that you have 18 years of childhood, basically.
Yeah.
The life, you're an adult. So all that time that people are wasting, letting children make their own decisions and be kids, is a lot of time wasted.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the building blocks of who they're being or who they will be at some point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Yep. And how did go ahead, I'm sorry.
My dad did the same thing with me, so I kind of model after him as well.
Yeah. We learn so much, especially as females. We learn so much from our dads if we have them in our lives. Great benefit, huge game changer to my life, I would say. This is your, let's see, years from now, what will you tell your kids about? And this is a perfect question for you because you're just getting started. So years from now, what will you tell your kids, your grandkids, about this season of life, the beginning of your business?
Your business has to be a part of you, that you would do, for instance, one of my daughters asked if she can be maid service, because
for the homes. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't never seen her house clean.
Oh my God. Only a mama gonna give it to you like that.
Whereas my other daughter, who's not interested in doing maid service for me, but she said if she need a few dollars,
she'll call you.
Yeah, and I know she'll come here and clean. So, if you're going to do something, make it a part of your life. Because honestly, I could stand over my child and teach her how to clean. But that's not what she wants to do.
Yeah, no. She'll be miserable because she's going to be like, Mama, you always over my shoulder. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Well, you live in my house. And so, even for me, it's a little extra, like, I mean, I do my blinds 3 or 4 times a month, but these over here are going to get done, because it's a different thing. When someone comes in, I don't want nobody sneezing from dust mites or anything. So I'm going to have to bring it up a few levels in order to get it professionally done, because I don't want nobody stealing.
For real. Stealing, and you want them to feel comfortable. You want it to walk in like, girl, this house is clean. Like,
yes.
So, yes.
These services apparently are the ones that are not very honest. Most people that rent Airbnbs, they're not the problem because their credit cards are on file.
Yeah.
So
they have something to lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's going on is in between. So a lot of hosts are.
That's sad, and that is so whack. Like
it is. And they charge like $350 for maid service, and the guest. You know what I'm saying? So why would you even risk that? I'd be happy doing that to a few different houses, a few different times a week. And, that's just if you like doing it. But I don't know. I am very excited and very nervous at the same. It's just a mixture of emotions. But the logical part of my mind says to keep going, moving forward.
Mm-hmm. As life. What would you say motivates you?
That's a good question because, believe it or not, I'm not motivated. I think I'm motivated by the free time.
Nice.
Being able to have time. We need money to live. I get it, but I'm not my goal isn't trying to be a conglomerate where I'm just worth billions of dollars, because I would get into a point where I wouldn't know which charities to give it to. I just would have to give it to everybody. Then I'd be broke. So.
And then if we're motivated by money, it kind of says we'll just do anything, because there's so many ways to bring money. And it's like, no, I'm not willing to do anything. There are some boundaries.
Love of money is the root of all evil. So
yes.
Never been motivated by money, but this in particular, because I can work a 9 to 5, and I could have done that for the rest of my life. But doing something like this, it has a lot to do with spending time with my dad. And now with my grandson growing up and and I have more grandchildren too. We're just getting older, and it'd be nice to spend more time with them.
Yeah, in a comfortable manner while money's still coming in. What is one thing people think about you, but it just is not true?
Oh, well, I have that New York stigma. I'm upfront, and I keep it raw, basically.
Yes.
So a lot of people feel like I'm rude. I don't care about how people feel. It messes with me in business, because I work here in California now, and they're all about feelings. And I'm practical, and when I'm on a job, not really about anyone's feelings. It's about the job that needs to be done. So that's always been a problem. I am one of the most sensitive people and one of the most kind-hearted people, but no one gets to see that, because somebody usually got my eyebrows, acting funny behind something they said.
I think people just aren't because I'm that way. I'm sweet as could be, but I'm very straightforward. When I have something to say, I say it. If I don't have nothing to say, I keep my mouth closed. But for the most part, people just aren't used to people that are just honest about stuff. And honesty also comes with being straightforward. People just aren't used to that. No. I can't play though. I can't go back and forth. It's hard. I've tried to tiptoe and be more sensitive, and the message don't get.
Some things you just can't dress up,
Yeah.
In the interest of time, because we don't have much of it, what's all that extra beat around the bush for?
Exactly. What would you, let's do this for fun. Beach day or rainy day in the house?
Rainy day in the house.
Rainy day. Where are you from originally?
New York.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm like, wait, what? You said you were California.
So I like but I am not by any stretch of the imagination a Californian.
Yeah.
At all.
No, most New Yorkers aren't. But do you absolutely love California or no? You're just, huh?
I love living here.
Oh, yes. But you're a New Yorker at heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I came out here and saw a palm tree. I thought it was the most beautiful thing.
I love palm trees.
Yes. So for me, in the weather, I love California, but I stay away from crowds.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, anything that will annoy me. See, I have a very low tolerance for people who don't think things through.
That's most people, girl.
I stay home. And even with my wife, she'll say something, I'll look at her like, did you really just say that? So that was kind of stupid, huh? I'm like,
you said it.
Yeah, because I'm, really. So that's one of my things, is that and I teach it to my grandson. Think it through, make it make sense. Stop stopping where you want to, and think all the way through. So yeah, that's just me.
Nice. Okay, so this is also just for fun. I list 5 words. So I'm gonna list a word. Whatever word comes to your mind, you say it. Whatever my word comes to my mind, I say it, and we go back and forth for 5 words. Do you get it? All right. Joy.
Pain.
When I said joy, that was the word that I thought of. That's so funny, and this happened yesterday. Sorry. Life.
Death.
Realization.
Factualization.
God.
I'm with
Amen, amen, amen. I just do that for fun. Yesterday, I interviewed my best friend, which is a guy. He was the first guy I had on. And then I'm explaining how it goes. And he like stops because he is a complete brainiac, numbers guy, scientist, all that. So I'm like talking and he's like, what's the point of this? I was like, for fun. What is a lesson that took you or that you feel has taken you the longest to learn? Personally, business-wise, your choice.
Patience.
Yes.
Why? I just don't have a lot of it.
No. Has it always been like that, or is it just because of age?
No, it's always been like that. And I have hypertension. So it forced me to have patience.
Calm down. Yeah.
Yes, it really has. It's kind of crazy. The strain is so high that I have had to learn to not even let anyone upset me.
Oh, wow.
Irritate me. So that has been the hardest lesson. Is that, and for myself. It's not even, I can tell you about yourself real quick and be okay with that. But for myself, I don't like being angry. I don't like carrying hurt. I don't like carrying pain because I think that's that secret ball inside of you when they be like natural causes.
It'll get you sick and kill you. Yes. I tell my friends that all the time. Girl, stress will kill you. Literally. It turns into something else. It turns into cancer or whatever all these crazy things inside of our body develop into. I asked that. Well, I asked, did it come always? Was it always that way or did it come? Because before this, I worked with kids. I am the most patient person in the, like, I don't have children, but after working with kids, like, I'm completely unbothered all the time. Like, I say what I have to say and I keep it moving. If I don't have anything to say, I don't say. But working with kids has been like, I'm just super patient. Like, I'm like, okay, like nothing phases me.
I never on having kids. That was not my plan.
Right. I'm sure my mama would say that too. Girl, she told me you was an accident. I'm like, okay, the best accident of your life.
It's kind of funny because my mom and my dad were both herbalists, so they had to back it. And so my dad swears that I had my twins because he had me on bee pollen.
So I used to take bee pollen.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Hair growing, but and I had twins. I ended up having identical twins. I always wanted a set of twins. I thought I was gonna be
me too.
Then they were bipolar. So I was like, okay, so
two girls.
Girls.
Yeah, I want all boys. I don't want, even when I worked with kids, I was like, no, I don't want any girls. I didn't take any female cases.
No, I had all girls. And
how many?
I have 3.
Oh, okay.
My
not too many.
No, and my youngest one is the youngest oldest. So, yeah.
What's the youngest oldest? What does that mean?
She's the youngest one who's always in charge.
Oh, she's yeah.
So
I was like, wait, what is that?
Well, like son's mother she's moving back to California from New York, and her little sister got her she had her really putting away. She has this whole savings thing that she does, and she surprisingly was able to save 5 figures in order to make her move over here. Nice. Where I've watched her just spend money and it just disappear. And
she's focused.
Yeah, she's focused. Yeah, but that younger one, she a little different.
Out of 3, you're gonna have 1.
Yes, definitely. We called her Agnes. She was always old. That we nicknamed her. That's the oldest name I could think of was Agnes. Didn't like it, but it was like you could tell from the time she was a child that she was going to be in charge of something. So.
I love that.
Then I have a bunch of bunch of grandbabies from one, another set of twins as grandkids.
Nice.
Yep. And then I have my one grandson from my other twin. So
nice. Are the majority of them in New York or they're
no,
here?
Everybody's here except for
nice.
my daughter, and she'll be here as of June 1st.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah,
You excited?
Yeah. One of my daughters is actually 20 minutes away from my both of my houses here. So
nice.
So yeah.
Well, that would be a great thing is to have everybody all together. You guys will have fun times.
Yes. And I always talked about generational wealth. So I've always wanted like a compound with all my kids, you know.
all together. Do they get along to where they can live together?
We can't live together.
I mean, but near one another.
We gotta have like 5 acres, something like, like 20 acres or something.
Yeah.
Where yes, the twins are twins, so they get along very well. And
nice.
My youngest, she's closer to one of the twins than the other, but I have sisters that I like more than the others too. So
yeah, and it fluctuates. Sometimes I'm closer to one than the other. Right now, I'm not close to either one of them. So it just comes and goes. It depends on what's going on in life. One thing you've always wanted to do, but you just haven't, and why not?
I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Nice.
Serve a vacation. I haven't been able to do it because I'm always saying everybody else. So, but I'm gonna get there. If I have
you on your way. Next year you'll be in Hawaii, girl.
And that's a little tiny thing, I don't even consider it a bucket list. Yeah. I'm one of those type of people where I'll have big dreams. Like I know one day I'm going to live in a gated community in Calabasas. Because my grandson's an actor. So
yeah, that's what you want. I mean, but that can come. The thing about life is things could come
in different ways.
Yes, it could take years and years, or it could be end of this year. Like, dang, I thought this was gonna take me 10, 20 years to do this, and like here I am doing it. So, putting our heads down and working towards the goal is all we could do. So the idea of the podcast, I think you were here for the intro, but the idea for the podcast is to hopefully inspire somebody that is just simply scared to make the decision to actually do the thing. Hopefully they can hear something that you said, that I said, that any other person that's out here getting it done said. Is there anything that you would say to her or him that is scared to just simply get it done?
Just do it. I mean, and that's such a cliche. They've been saying Jordan, but that's really the reality.
Yes.
Steve Harvey, and I'm not a fan.
I'm not either.
Did say something one time that made me realize. He says, sometimes you just got to jump.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've seen that clip. Yes.
So, and that kind of stuck with me, that sometimes you just got to take that chance. If you don't, you will never know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I hopefully hear that.
And that jump applies to so many different things in life, but it could be as simple as getting in the car, driving to work. Like, we don't know what's going to happen between leaving home and going to work. It's the same thing with starting the business. You don't know what's going to happen when you start the business to your business blowing up. Like, you just don't know, and you have to do it. And I think that is the thing of fear. Like, people are scared of things that they don't know, but they don't know even with going to work. Like, they can say, boo, you got to go home. Like, you're fired, or like anything could happen. And I think people operate off of the idea of things being how it's supposed to be, but that's not even reality. Like, so.
Yeah. I think I should add, because it's kind of funny, because in New York is cash based, right?
Okay. Everything?
Credit ain't nothing. You can get it. Everything you need in New York cash.
If you have the cash to get it. Yeah. I'm the cash girl. I don't do anything with credit.
I came here. It's a different story in California. California don't care about cash. They want. So it took. I mean, I've built mine up to a respectable point, but keep your credit score up, because the financing's out there if you need it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do anything with a good credit score nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I say it just depends on the goal and what you're doing. But yeah, a lot of people do believe wholeheartedly in credit. I feel like, and everybody always disagrees with me, but my thing, I say cash is king. So if I can't buy it 2 times with cash, I'm not buying it. So, but with credit, yes, you can get it faster. You can multiply faster. I mean, there's benefits to credit. I just stay away from it.
My goal is when I'm looking at I have a contract for a housing development to house a whole bunch of people, but I don't have that kind of capital.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I have to turn this down because of money. Being able to access it, that's where the credit comes in.
Yeah, and then once your cash flow starts flowing, you can easily just pay that off. So, exactly. Yes. Well, Antonio, it has been a pleasure talking to you. Is there anything that we did not discuss that you would like to go over? Any questions? Anything you'd like to share?
No, I think you covered everything. I think this was amazing. You're awesome with it.
Thank you. Huh?
Your skin is beautiful.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you.
Your work. Do you do makeup as well?
I don't do makeup. It's so funny in esthetician school, because we did have to learn makeup. They provided us with these makeup sheets, like papers, and you can just color the makeup in, just to get because you have to have so many makeup points. So I would grab a stack of papers, and I gave myself so many hours per week to just sit and do papers. So that's how I got all my makeup. My makeup points was just turning in the papers, because I knew I wasn't into makeup, but I had to get those points in. But no, I suck at doing makeup.
So you're into skincare primarily?
Yes, all natural skincare. Yes. So I do facials, basically facials all over the body. And everything is all natural, plant-based, and I make all the products formulated by me.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Me too, because we're actually making eczema relief creams and lotions and soaps.
That's good. People need that.
Yeah, but that they have out there is real expensive. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So you may see something. You see my face doing something else.
Period. And then you can leave little samples or free bottles to your with your card. I mean, it's so many ways to cross promote, because you're going to be having people in and out, in and out, in and out.
Right.
So.
Right. So, and I'm looking forward to all of that. I'm just looking forward to the craziness of it. Like being away from my family for a week is already, crazy enough. But my wife came and visited me today.
Nice. Oh, so you guys get a chance to miss each other. So that's.
I thought I was going to be able to be back, but I kept finding myself getting tired. Like I just can't be. I get up at 5:30 and I clock in at 6. So I'm and doing spreadsheets at 6 a.m. in the morning. A feat.
Yeah.
I just can't stay up late anymore. So it's, and then I was like, I thought I was going to be back by today.
So you mean back home?
Back home. So she do my makeup and stuff, because I'm not an esthetician. Without a little something.
Oh, how funny. Well, you did good.
An hour from my house, really. But I want to walk out with it ready. I want to walk out with everything done and be ready for someone to book.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll have to be rushing the last minute to get it done before booking.
Yeah. And how long do you anticipate it being from once you're done to having it booked?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, you have to have stories that, I put it up there and it was booked in an hour. And then you have people that say it took a couple of weeks. I know that both my houses are paid up till June.
So you, yeah.
Yeah. Start popping.
The sooner the better, yeah.
I mean, and even if it takes a week or so, I'm brand new on Airbnb. So there's a whole lot of things that's going to take and get, that's why you make sure you have enough funds to hold you there until, you get that.
So how far are you away from Palm Springs?
Not far at all.
Oh, nice. This would have been the perfect weekend. This weekend and last weekend, Coachella.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we got
So,
stage coming too. So
huh?
we got Stagecoach coming at the end of the week too. So
Oh, see, so like
right over.
if you're done by Friday, you might be able to get someone in.
I might.
Yeah, because most things are most likely they're booked.
Yes, and then something will open up, and there's always those people that feel like, wait till the last day, you'll find something.
What do you mean? Oh, the last day to find a booking?
Yes, because I have an aunt who's a million, and that's how she does it. She don't do nothing until like 2 days before she's ready to go. And then,
how funny.
Yeah, that would stress me out.
No, I mean, really?
Yes.
I do that a lot. Like I am for the most part, I'm kind of like last minute with especially with travel and like, because I know like Airbnb is not, I can do that when I land where, I mean, like you can kind of.
But my brain has to have.
Yeah.
I have to know where.
I'm prepared.
I'm going to Phoenix in May. I've had my house since the end of February.
Oh, you've had your booking all the way. Oh, no, I'm not. I just know in the back of my head, okay, I'm going here. I'm doing this. But no, I do it like very last minute. It's so funny. I usually book my flight like 2-3 days before. Like I'm always just last minute.
And people like that are out there that's like that. So
yeah.
I don't know when it's going to happen.
It'll happen super fast, speedily. You'll get, if you're done by Friday, you'll get people, especially with them having the event out there, you'll get people in there for the weekend. So during holidays, will you do like increased prices, or I don't know if there's a term for that?
The thing about it is that automatically, so it's this big thing. Everything goes to a property management software. So that I don't double book because I'm on everything. I'm on Airbnb, VRBO. I have a direct booking site. They're all in one place. And then we have this pricing system called Price Labs that in real time checks the prices in the area.
Like what's trending.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, Airbnb has its own like smart pricing, but when you're across a bunch of different channels, you just want to have everything in one place.
Yeah.
And that's how all that took a lot of. I mean, it was a lot of research. It was a lot, and I like doing research. That's me. Learn it until there's nothing else for me to look for.
Yep.
And now that I'm there, I'm like, I'm ready for people. Not only a lot of people say, how do you do Airbnb using other people's properties? That's the biggest thing. So
easy.
It really is. It really is. And this guy, he was like, I am so glad a corporation is leasing the house now, because he wanted to do Airbnb, but got scared.
He got scared?
Scared. And he tried, because I'm looking at, because there was 3 beds and a couch in here. That's it.
He don't know what to do.
Right. It's a lot because look, let me show you one more thing. I have it. See, I made sure. See, I'm a little bougie, so I made sure
they got their little Keurig. Yeah, all the details. Because people want to feel like they're at home in an Airbnb. Yes.
Yes. See, my wife's a chef because
so she like, you need your seasonings.
Her catering company is the one that's going to be feeding them. So
nice. Keep it in the family.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah. So making sure all those little details are met, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
So
yep. I love that. The first time I stayed, my very first Airbnb experience, it was an apartment, but it was super cute.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I haven't been back, on my own. I always do Airbnb. I don't do hotels anymore. But they just had everything I needed. They had the wine glasses. They had the wine opener. They had all the pots and pans. They had washer and dryer. I brought my own detergent, but they had the detergent. They had everything. So
we got the little pods for them.
Yep. I just packed my own. But yes, they had everything that I would need just like I was at home. So I did love that aspect of it. And like when I travel, if I'm paying for it, it's always Airbnb.
Yeah, definitely from hotel, because you don't get that feeling, of being home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I do still love a nice luxury hotel. That's with my man though. But I love hotels. I love that I can just get up and go, and I'll call somebody. Can you come clean the room? Can you do this? Like I love that as well. But if I'm traveling by myself, for sure I want an Airbnb. But I do like hotels as well. It's just different. But thank you again. Like I said, it has been a pleasure talking to you. So I thank you so much for showing up. I thank you for sharing your business, sharing your journey, sharing your story. I will be contacting you again. I'll just send you a quick text message. But have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your
Thank you.
mission. I'm super excited for you. I'm super proud of you. Congratulations.
Tucker Valley, I got 15% off for you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Well, you have a good night.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Episode, is it 35 or 36? 35. So episode 35 is just moving right along. Again, like I said before, like I always say, I am enjoying talking to business owners, talking to people that are actually out here doing the thing. Even though she was nervous, even though she's a little scared, she's still doing it and she's still figuring it out. Like, she decided that she wanted something extra. She still works her full-time job, but she decided to do something extra outside of working full-time. And that's all it is. Like, business is whatever you want it to be. Your business is whatever you want it to be, whatever you make it, whatever you create and develop. So I absolutely love that. Don't forget to thank God for your blessings. Don't forget to say your prayers. Don't forget to take care of your skin. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, comment, rate, all of the things, whatever platform you are listening to the podcast, you are watching the podcast. Please support in that way. I would absolutely love you and adore you for that. I am done for the day as far as podcasting, but I will be back, I believe, tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.